access to a portal, My World Challenge, and on here it's basically your one-stop shop for loads of information. All your questions will be answered. Now at various points in the build-up, we will let you know when the flights are booked, what exact date they are, because at the moment there is a slot booked, I think it's 12th to the 17th of July, is it? So you'll be going around that time in July, after the end of school, in the summer holidays. So you'll know exactly when your flight is. You'll also find out if you need any visas, and also if you need any inoculations, and lots of other questions can be answered there. However, if you're the type of person who likes to pick up the phone, don't hesitate. On your application forms, we've also got a contact number there, and that's for parents, that's for students. Give them a call, don't be afraid. Monday to Friday, we've got a team who can answer any questions as well. Also, if you're like me and you love your social media, we're on everything, so you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Get involved, speak to other teams that are just like you in Australia or New Zealand or South Africa, who are sharing all their secrets to fundraising, and for parents as well. Lots of local teams set up their own Facebook pages as a way of making people aware of the amazing opportunities they're about to take up. So fundraising. Up there it says 33% of challenges. Last year we took 10,000 students away, and 33% of them raised the full amount of the expedition for a 5-week expedition. So you guys are going for 2 weeks, so it's just to tell you that it's very, very achievable, and as I say, many people do it. The rest of that percentage normally raise up to 80%, 75% of the full amount, okay? Now, as a company, we have an events team, so we don't just leave you to it. We also put on a number of events across the region. I've put a flyer in your packs about this. Again, we're not going to build it up to something that it isn't. On average, a challenger will raise about £200 by doing one of these events. We have an app sale coming up in February, so hopefully we'll see you then. It's amazing. It's from the Velodrome in Manchester, so you can get together as a team, get yourself in a minibus, start raising some funds from sponsorship. We've also got a colour run coming up, which is, I don't know if you've seen that India-style paint throwing Holly Festivals thing, where you get absolutely covered in beautiful coloured paints. It's all great fun. And you run 5 to 10k. So you could maybe fit it in 2 sponsored events perhaps on the build up to your expedition, but probably not anymore, because people will start to get a bit peeved off if you start asking for sponsorship for everything. So fundraising is really down to the individual. So this is an example, don't panic, 4,295, it's a 4-week expedition. And this is some of the ideas that other challengers have come up with to raise the full amount. Obviously, you may want to get a part-time job to help yourself, and of course you can do that. You may want to ask all your friends and family, Christmas is coming up, please don't buy me any socks, can I have a donation towards my expedition? Of course you can do what you want, it's your challenge, and you can pay for it how you want. However, there's loads of innovative ways to raise the money. Now, it's great if you work as a team, and it's great if you stay motivated as a team. That will keep you on track. Have a goal and think, what do we want to get this month, etc. We've got some amazing case studies on the website that will talk you through some of the things you can do. This school is very, very supportive, so I'm sure if you talk to the teachers, for example, can we have the hall one night? Maybe put on an event. Has anyone got any brothers who are in bands, or anyone know a chef? Start looking at what you can do to provide a service, or what you could do to provide some goods. So for example, very innovative students these days. A young girl the other night has been asking her mum and her mum's friends for all their wine corks, and apparently they got a few, and bagged them up and sells them on eBay, because apparently people buy corks for crafting and for fishing. Who knew? She did that as and when throughout a year and raised £385. So little things can build up as well. Lots of examples on here: babysitting, dog walking, get together as a team, do backpacking in Morrison, Sainsbury's, all sorts of innovative ways for you to come up with funds. Also, a very easy way, hence the name, easy fundraising. Anyone shop online ever? Tesco? Asda, Amazon, coming up to Christmas. All you have to do is pop in your Challenger code, which you've got in your packs, and anytime you shop online, Easy Fundraising will give the team a donation. So the actual individual isn't given a donation, the Easy Fundraising is. And that's all they do. So again, somebody a few weeks ago, her mum works as a PA for a company, passed it round, and she raised something crazy like £1,200 in 6 months. Most people just, do it little and often, and it all adds up. But again, it's easy, so give it a go. Any questions about fundraising, any inspiration, please get online, but also please feel free to come and have a chat to us. Again, if you struggle for ideas and creativity, World Challenge team that comes in, there's got tons of them, and also our customer service team can also help you on a one-to-one. So lots of ideas. It is very achievable. Okay, so I'm going to move on now to safety and support. And it's my time to be quiet because we've got our International Global Director, Stu Morris, who's going to tell you about how important it is to us and what we do with regards to safety.
Hi, I'm Stu Morris and I'm the Global Operations Director here at World Challenge. It's my job to lead our worldwide safety team who ensure everyone is set up for a safe, fun and successful expedition. No World Challenge expedition is entirely risk-free, but rest assured safety is our absolute #1 priority. Over the previous 28 years, we've developed the experience, the resources, the technology and the support to ensure we effectively manage risk and, crucially, respond appropriately if anything does happen. Most of our expedition destinations are in the developing world, and this means that things are often very different to what we're used to at home. Sometimes the transport and driving etiquette can be a bit of a shock, and we stay in hostels and mountain huts as opposed to fancy hotels or resorts. We liaise regularly with government departments and utilise private security agencies to obtain risk management advice, which we process and we pass on to our expedition teams. We have in-house destination experts who liaise with our in-country agent network to ensure we have up-to-date information on the local conditions. If a destination is deemed unsafe, the students won't lose out on their expedition experience. At any time, right up to departure, we're able to divert them to another similar destination. Going on expedition gives you an opportunity to try new things, whether it's climbing a mountain, building a school play area, or whitewater rafting. It can be pretty tough on expedition, both physically and mentally, so you do need to make sure you're well prepared. World Challenge uses a bespoke in-house auditing system to screen the providers of all pre-booked and recommended accommodation and transport. There are times when the team will need to make dynamic assessments in country. Teams are only allowed to take part in technical activities that we've approved and given the green light to. It's really important that challenges are expedition ready. For our extended trips, students will attend a 2-day training expedition where they make many of their own decisions, have a lot of fun and sometimes learn from their own mistakes. All students and their parents have access to our online portal, which contains vital information about the trip, from kit lists and itineraries to risk assessments and information about their destination. Before expedition, we collect information on any current or past medical conditions, and challengers also need to make sure they have a good level of fitness to be able to cope with the physical demands of their trip. We can provide support to those who need assistance with improving their fitness. All of our expedition leaders have to meet specific selection criteria before they're invited to participate in our 4-day training and assessment course. Needless to say, only the best make it through. One of the unique aspects of a World Challenge is that students take ownership of their expedition. Our leaders are trained to empower the students to make decisions and encourage them to understand and implement good safety practice. Expedition leaders and school leaders attend our preparation conference, where they run through the nuts and bolts of their trip, discuss incident handling scenarios, and receive bespoke medical briefings. Despite robust planning and preparation, the reality is that sometimes things don't go according to plan. Whatever the incident may be, our teams can access support and advice from our Operations Centre anytime, night or day. Our Operations Centre is equipped with experienced staff, industry-leading technology, and our own Western Union terminal to allow us to wire emergency funds to a team instantly. All of our teams carry sophisticated satellite technology to allow two-way communication with our Ops Centre. The nature of our trips means that we do sometimes venture into areas where the team will be a significant distance from civilization. For these trips, leaders will be more experienced and will have additional first aid training. We work with an international medical assistance agency that has a network of doctors throughout the world. They support us with evacuations and repatriations, and we're able to put our teams in direct contact with the doctor at any stage if it becomes necessary. So, thanks for listening. We hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions about safety, we'd be very happy to answer them. I'd like to finish by reiterating that safety is absolutely our top priority here at World Challenge. We can't eliminate all of the risk, but we do a very good job of managing it. Thanks again, and we look forward to seeing you in the build-up to your expedition. All the very best.
Just like to mention as well, the British Safety Council had their awards earlier on this year, and the Outdoor Education Provider section, I think it's about 300 in the UK, 30 of which got a distinction, but we actually won the overall award for safety, so we're very chuffed with that, and that is why we are the best. So, moving on, the cost of the expedition to Nepal is £2,690. There are a few things that are excluded from there, as you can see. Personal equipment, you are going to need a rucksack, you are going to need some walking boots. You don't have to spend the airs to buy these, everybody. There is lots of information on the website to guide you as into where you can get these at a good cost, or borrow them, eBay, etc. Vaccinations, I can't tell you about vaccinations that you need or I get shouted at because I'm not a GP, but please do go online, have a look online of what you need, go and see your local GP, but please shop around. Sometimes people do charge, and sometimes you can get them at no cost. Sometimes you can go as a team and get a big group discount, so please look into that. Visa, I don't think you need a visa. Yes, you do need a visa. I was doing a lot of travelling that time, I can't remember. You do need a visa. But again, we will inform you of that on the World Challenge site, and you can find out the cost, etc. Any insurance pre-departure is not included. All your full insurance is included on expedition, and anything for your extra possessions. So if you are going to take a camera, and I think that you should, then make sure you do insure that, because you don't want to lose your beautiful memories. And any optional rest and relaxation. So when I talked about the whitewater rafting, that is an additional cost to the entire expedition. But what I will say again, please go online, read stories of other teams. Quite often, whoever becomes the banker, the accountant, is so good at the job, the team is left with considerable budget. So they end up going on a few R&R activities and perhaps even staying in a hostel if you're lucky. So yeah, it's they're very reasonable price as well. This slide is much better, lots more on here. Everything that is included, so everything we've spoken about, pre-departure training, all your leaders, your flights, all the in-country costs. That does include food. We do feed you. I think there should be a whole section just for that. So everything there is included in the expedition. So before I finish, I've got one final video clip, and this is just some of the comments from previous challenges. I actually had 5 challengers stand up with me last night at another school, and one young man said such a lovely story that I probably won't be able to say as good as him, but I thought it was great. Again, just trying to be open and honest when I have challenges. I sort of interview them, ask them why they did it, you know, how hard was the fundraising, because it's not going to be easy, but it's very achievable. And then tell me little stories. And I asked this young man, I said, how was it on the challenge, and what did you find difficult? What was the big challenge? And he said when he was camping one night, he was in a hammock, so you could sleep in a hammock. Thank you. It's like buzzing, isn't it? Everyone's going. And he was sleeping in the jungle in a hammock, and he had a piece of that. Is it called tarpaulin? Is the top? And it was raining. It was raining heavy, and it started leaking. And he said he was sitting there swinging, thinking, oh, I can't sleep. And then he remembers his mum snuck a little packet of jelly babies into his rucksack. And he got them out in the middle of the night, and he ate these jelly babies. And he said that was like a really bad memory, and then he went, but I realised when I got home it was such a lovely memory. I was in the jungle and I thought of my family and I got these jelly babies and I had a bit of a giggle. So even when you get down and even when it's really tough, sometimes it's going to be incredible and the memories will carry on. So I'm going to play this little last clip, and this is what it's like when teams come back after their expedition from all over the world.
Definitely very beneficial for the kids because they tend to really learn about being independent and actually see the real world as well, and try and sort of help back the society in some way or the other. I think it's a good learning for them. Yeah, I think you should do this for the parents too.
I didn't know what I was going to expect, what it was going to be like, but it was just amazing. I can't even actually describe it, to be honest.
This experience has been one of the best of my life. Going out there, doing it yourself, and then meeting new people, learning about new cultures. It's been great.
If I had to ride several parks, I'd do it all over again. It's so worth it.
I think the fact that these kids they just get out of their everyday experience and just go beyond whatever they've ever known. Some of these kids have never been away from home, some have never been on an airplane, and they're going to the developing world and experiencing things that I can't explain to them in front of the classroom.
And I saw a big difference in quite a few of them. I mean, the skills that they were picking up and using on a daily basis, like just team working skills, organisation, money management, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's done them some good, especially as we've got a few going on to university and things and gap years. It's a good stepping stone for them.
Yes, I didn't have any of these programs when I was a child. I'm very envious of her and the opportunities that she has. I'm sure that going on an experience like this will set her up for the future. Would I recommend this for anybody that wants to go through? I can just tell you that when she walked off the plane, she had a smile on her face that was absolutely priceless. So I would definitely recommend this for anybody that's looking.
To go and join the challenge. Just before I finish up, please make sure before you leave tonight you've got your details on here, and then I can make sure I email you. You've got in your packs, join the team. That's got all the details on of how to apply. There is a £150 deposit. We put the date of 2 weeks tomorrow, the 11th of December. You can apply online. That's probably the easiest way to apply. It takes a few moments to apply online. But if you struggle with the internet, etc., then please feel free to fill in the application form and hand it in to the teachers. Okay? Other than that, thank you very much. I'd just like to give Mr. Wells a round of applause for bringing this to your school. Thank you. Questions? I will be here till the last person leaves, but has anyone got any questions? No? Okay.
Has anybody ever used crowdfunding for raising money for it?
I don't know actually, but there have been quite a few innovative things recently. A lot of parents have got together and done things with their company and stuff like that. So they've raised money in unusual ways. But it's entirely up to you. Okay? Anything from you?
No, just before you go, thanks very much for coming. It's nice. Again, I'll say it again.
Yeah.
It's been a long day for everyone. But in terms of the next step for me as member of staff at the school, it's really important that we get people who are really, really keen. There's a lot of work goes into it. I'm sure you are. There might be some people who are sat here thinking this is not for me. Perhaps something that's not expected. I hope it's not. We're going to spend the next 2 years fundraising, so you've got to be switched on. And what I would say, we're going to be looking at doing at least one event every month. My department's design technology, so I've done it previously where we make sort of Christmas decorations and sell them. We've got to be inventive, and as students, it is your chip. It's not for me to arrange it, it's for you to step up to the plate and actually start doing the organising. So we're expecting some good things from you. It's a fantastic school. The students here are absolutely amazing. Otherwise we wouldn't be doing it. As staff, we wouldn't give up our time to do that. And so there's a real genuine opportunity, there's a real genuine reason we are actually running this trip.
The only thing I'd like to add is two things. First of all, I'm going to be buying more cakes again. I've seen it over 2 years of cake sales yet again. Mrs. McCarthy buying things. I'm very nervous when I hear you say that. But just to say, it is a wonderful opportunity. I was very keen when Mr. President came to see me to discuss it. I think it's a wonderful opportunity. I'm just jealous as anything. I don't know how the rest of you parents feel. But as I said, I'm well jealous. I'm just absolutely good. This is just such a great opportunity. And I think that the children did not want to take it. I think this is the one thing. Please be sure we as a school will be helping them very much in their fundraising and helping them as much as we can, because it serves all our school community as well. So just to say wish you all well with it, and I hope it just to this question here.
You're limiting the number of children you take.
Very question.
At the minute, I'd say no. The problem we've got is not